Wow, you're so confident for someone your size. You're actually really smart for someone who didn't go to a good school. I love how you just wear whatever you want. You smile. You say thank you because it sounded like a compliment. But hours later, you're still thinking about it. And it doesn't feel good. It feels off. Like you were just insulted, but you're not allowed to be upset because technically they said something nice. Here's what just happened. You were complimented and degraded in the same sentence, and you're supposed to be grateful for it. It's not a compliment, it's a knife wrapped in a bow. Watch how it works. There's always a qualifier for someone like you, considering actually, that word actually does all the damage. You're actually pretty. Translation: I didn't expect you to be. You shouldn't be. But against all odds, you are. You're smarter than you look. Translation: you look stupid. But surprise, you're not. It sounds like a praise, but embedded in it is the assumption that you started from less than, that the bar for you was lower, and you managed to clear it anyway. You're supposed to feel flattered, but what you actually feel is small. Here's where you learn to accept this. You were young, and the adults in your life praised you, but always with a caveat. You're so helpful, unlike your sibling. You're doing great. For someone with your challenges, I'm proud of you. I didn't think you could do it. The praise always came with a reminder that you weren't supposed to succeed, that your value was surprising, conditional, an exception to what they actually believed about you. So you learned to take the compliment and ignore the poison underneath, because calling it out felt ungrateful, sensitive, like you were looking for problems when there were none. Now you're an adult, and people still do it. A coworker says, "You're so articulate," and you're the only person of your race in the room. A date says, "You're not like other girls." A family member says, "You're finally taking care of yourself," when you lose weight. And you smile. Because what else can you do? If you react, you're the problem. It was a compliment. Why you're being defensive? But you're not being defensive. You're just tired of being praised for clearing a bar that was set insultingly low. Here's what's really happening though. These compliments aren't about you. They're about them. They are revealing what they actually think, what they assumed, what bias they're carrying. When someone says, "You're so well spoken," they're telling you they expected you not to be. When someone says, "You look great for your age," they're telling you that your age is supposed to be ugly. When someone says, "You're stronger than I thought," they're telling you they thought you were weak. That compliment is just them announcing they were wrong about you, but in a way that still centers their judgment. And you're supposed to be honored that they upgraded your opinion. Here's the deeper cut. You have started internalizing it. You compliment yourself the same way now. "I'm proud of myself for getting out of bed today, considering I did okay for me." You have learned to praise yourself in relation to how low you think you should be. You don't celebrate your wins. You celebrate that you won despite being you. And that's what these backhanded compliments do. They train you to see yourself as an underdog in your own life. Someone says, "You're pretty for a," and you don't hear pretty. You hear for a. You hear you're an exception, an outlier, not the standard. And slowly you stop believing you deserve uncomplicated praise. Because you have learned that your value always comes with an asterisk. Here's what you need to know. If a compliment makes you feel worse after you think about it, it wasn't a compliment. If it has a but, a for, and actually, and even though, it's not praise. It's a reminder of what they think you're lacking. Real compliments don't need qualifiers. They don't compare you to a lower expectation. They just see you and say it. Not "you're beautiful for your age," just "you're beautiful." Not "you're smart for someone without a degree," just "you're smart." Not "you're brave considering your past," just "you're brave." And here's the part that's hard to accept. The people giving you these half compliments don't even realize they're doing it. They think they're being nice. They genuinely believe they're lifting you up. But what they're actually doing is showing you the ceiling they built for you in their mind, and then praising you for bumping your head against it. You're not too sensitive for feeling insulted. You're just finally noticing the insult they've been hiding in plain sight